What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Sports Lovers. I'm your host, Ben Jones, and today we are going to be doing my college football weekly report. So this was Grant suggested me to do this week, and I guess what that means is just I'll be telling you guys all the latest college football news if you haven't gotten it yet. So we'll get into it, but first, if you want to stay up to date on all the latest sports news, make sure to subscribe and comment down below, like the videos, turn on those notifications, and we'll get into it. One side story though, I mean, this NFL week was crazy. I mean, that's the craziest week of football I've ever seen. Like, there were so many games that went into overtime, and it was a bunch of close finishes. I mean, we had the largest comeback in NFL history. It's crazy. I mean, best week of football I've seen in a long time. All right, so let's jump into it. Started off with the bowl games for today. We only have two, and they're not really, neither of them are really exciting. At 3:30, we got the famous Idaho Potato Bowl, which is going to be Eastern Michigan versus San Jose State. I'd be shocked if any of you watching cared about that, right? I mean, no disrespect to Eastern Michigan or San Jose State fans, but I mean, are there really many of you guys out there? I don't know. Yeah, boring game. And then later at 7:30, we got the Boca Raton Bowl, which will be Liberty versus Toledo. Another not really exciting game. I mean, I really don't care about either. Both are on ESPN, by the way, if y'all want to watch. It's a doubleheader, but yeah, like kind of boring day. And then there's only one bowl game tomorrow, or there's only going to be one bowl game for tomorrow and Thursday. Like you have the New Orleans Bowl, South Alabama, Western Kentucky tomorrow. And then Thursday, you have the Armed Forces Bowl, Baylor and Air Force. So kind of a dry week for bowl games, we'll say. Which stinks. I mean, it really stinks. Yeah. And then now we'll let's talk about signings real quick. Let's talk about that because there have been a lot of interesting signings, specifically from Auburn. Hugh Freeze is doing his job, man. He, ever since he got here, he's been flipping, 3 and 4 star recruits left and right. It's crazy. Like, let's see, just since he got here, I mean, we have a 3-star linebacker, or a 4-star linebacker, a 4-star corner, 2 4-star cornerbacks. Garner, he was a 4-star when he got here. 4-star quarterback. Like all these 4 and 5-star athletes. Like Hugh's doing his job. Like I'm not gonna complain. Doing his job, and I respect it. Like you go, Hugh. You can take us. He's gonna take us as far as possible. I hope. I just hope we make a bowl game this year. Like if he's pulling all these recruits, we should go pretty far in his first year. I just want Auburn football to be relevant again. We haven't been relevant since the last decade, aka before the pandemic, and that stinks. Like Gus was a great coach, but we had to let him go. I mean, it was the right time to let him go at the end of 2020. That was, we needed to let him go there, but we did not need to get potato farmer Brian Harsin as our coach. Yeah, so anyway, I really don't know. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Grant didn't give me any details on this video, so I'm just kind of winging it here, but now I guess what I'll do, I'll look at the 4 playoff teams closely. How about I do that? So let's do that. Let me pull it up real quick. Alrighty, so we have Georgia at number 1, Michigan 2, TCU 3, and Ohio State at number 4. We'll start off going from 4 to 1. We'll start off with Ohio State. Ohio State, they looked good earlier in the year, kind of. They kind of looked good earlier in the year, but then they also struggled against teams like Northwestern, who had 1 win this season. So, tonight's gonna be rough for them. They obviously just got destroyed by Michigan in their last game, and I don't expect anything from them, but that's the usual. They'll make the playoffs and then they don't do anything. They'll win maybe the semifinal, but they don't do anything in the championship. They did the first year of the format and haven't done anything since. So, they're going out first. They are by far, I think, they're by far the worst playoff team here. They don't need to be here, but Bama doesn't need to be in there, so they had to. Just gross. Next up, we got TCU at number 3. TCU, this is their first playoff appearance, obviously. They never, for the past few years in football, they kind of struggled. I mean, just last year, they finished 5-7, and then they started this year 12-0. So, their coach has really turned things around in 1 year. Obviously, Max Duggan, Heisman finalist. You know, he was playing great this year. I know they play in the one of the least competitive conferences ever, but who cares? Sorry if that's the doorbell. I apologize for that. I don't know who's at the door, but anyway. Yeah, TCU, I think they'll put up a good fight against Michigan. I don't know if they have the strength to beat them, though. I'm still going to have to take Michigan over TCU. But this is not to discourage TCU. They have never come this far in football, and congratulations to them. They're a good team. Number 2, Michigan. They finished the season a perfect 13-0. They steamrolled most of their opponents. That's per usual for them in the Big Ten. That's usually how this works. They ran over almost all their opponents, and then they just ran over Ohio State in their game, and then they beat Purdue. Purdue tried to make a late comeback in that game, but came up just short. However, that doesn't change how I feel, as I just said, going into this TCU game. I'm still picking Michigan to win over TCU, and I'm expecting Jim Harbaugh to compete for a championship, which will most likely be against Georgia. And the last time that Georgia and Michigan played, Georgia steamrolled them last year. So, I don't know. This championship game either will be very boring, kind of the usual, or it could be exciting. You never know. You never know what to expect. But Jim Harbaugh is going to come away with the easy one in this game, and that's it. And then last but not least, Georgia. They are by far the best team in football. That's why they're ranked number 1. Other than like Missouri, I guess, they've steamrolled their opponents. It hasn't even been close. I want to say they've won by double digits in almost every game. Other than that Missouri game, they've killed them. They've killed everybody. There's been some games where they haven't looked at their best, like Kentucky, for example. Kentucky and Missouri, they both struggled there. And bottom teams. Well, Kentucky's not a bottom team, but Missouri absolutely is. I was shocked they struggled against them, but it's college football, and you never know what to expect. So they finished their season a perfect 13-0 as well. Kirby, it just shows how much he's turned that program around. I mean, he's been doing great. Yeah. Georgia is probably going to steamroll Ohio State, and then they'll probably beat Michigan in the championship, and they'll take it home for a second straight year. But that's going to do it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments about all the latest football stories. I'm sorry I didn't have much to go off of today. I didn't really know what to do. So, I tried to find stuff. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to talk about. So I just kind of winged it. But my next vid will be the Week 16 NFL predictions on Thursday. So let me know. Not let me know. I'm drawing a blank. Oh my gosh. I hope you enjoy these next couple days of football. They might not be exciting, but there's always NBA and college basketball. Anyways, I'll see y'all in the next one, and peace.